Yeah, so Ngannou got executed by Anthony Joshua. Have you seen the punch?
Yeah, I've seen it. I think there was a few websites that were classing Ngannou as a top 5 sort of heavyweight boxer.
He knocked down Tyson Fury, and all of a sudden they thought he was the second best boxer in the world.
Right.
Or up there. They put him in the top 5 just because. Knocking down Tyson Fury is no small feat.
Yeah, no, not really. Yeah, it is huge. You're right.
But you have an 0-1 record, and you're taking on a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. He's not Anthony. I don't follow boxing.
It doesn't
Anthony
make
Joshua
a lot of
is
sense.
not. No, he's not the current champ, is he?
I don't think so.
They didn't give Ngannou a title shot.
Belt on the line.
Yeah, you can't go from 0-1 for the title, can you?
Remember when CM Punk fought in the UFC? They weren't saying, "Look, if he gets these 2 wins, title shot." Nobody said that. But this is a bit different. I think the step from sort of professional wrestling to MMA is a bigger jump than MMA to boxing. But I don't think anyone was talking about him having long-term title goals and anything. I think he might have oversold it when he was doing his initial press by saying, "I'm here to stay and here we go," kind of thing. But I don't think that was ever really on the cards. Did you watch those fights when they happened? The CM Punk fights?
No, I didn't.
He fought twice in the UFC.
And they were pretty embarrassing, weren't they? The fights, he's
great.
Not a good fighter.
They weren't great. Well,
he's
no,
not
the fights weren't great in general. Like the first one, he just got wrapped up by a guy who knows jiu-jitsu.
And that was the end of it.
Absolutely wrapped. Yeah. And he ended it early. And the second guy toyed with him for 15 minutes. It was embarrassing to see.
Is that the one where Dana White says this?
Even Dana White hated it. Dana White hated it. Yeah, because I think the guy that they got to fight CM Punk was a teacher.
Did he have any fighting skills, or is
I don't know how they get sanctioned. I don't know how they sanction this shit, but he must have had some sort of cred. But I don't know if he's fought much since. It'd be an interesting. I'll look up his fight record and I'll get back to you on that one because I think I remember his name, and it's a hard name to fuck up as well. Yeah, it's Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson. Okay, so
Michael Jackson.
So he fought Mike Jackson. Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so he fought Mickey Gall, lost via rear naked choke. Mickey Gall, for the winner of that fight, I think got to fight CM Punk.
What do you mean the winner of that fight got to?
They were fighting for a chance to CM Punk.
Is that supposed to be like a money fight or something? Was it a money fight?
Yeah, because CM Punk's one of the biggest names in WWE. For him to come over to MMA, he initially said, "I'm coming over, see you in a year," kind of thing. I'll see you in 12 months. It ended up extending out a lot longer than that, and his
coaches were probably begging him not to.
Yeah. And then he fought twice in 2016. Once against he fought in 2016 and because Mike Jackson and Mickey Gall had a fight. Yeah, it was that long ago. That seemed like it shouldn't be that long ago. So yeah, he fought in 2016 and then he fought in 2018. Okay. He has a 0-1 record with 1 no contest.
Why is it a no contest?
Originally a unanimous decision for Mike Jackson, overturned after he tested positive for marijuana.
Please.
Mickey CM Punk gets a little, nice
his
thing on his record.
So he's got what, 0-1-1. Yeah,
0-1-1.
He's almost, if he had one more win, he could be Nelson.
Yeah, he could Nelson.
He should go back in. He needs to get back in the ring. Just take someone on. Take me on. Take just a regular member of the public on.
So this guy, Mike Jackson, right? He had 2 boxing fights under his belt, professional boxing fights, right?
Yeah.
And no MMA fights. Okay. Dana White gives him a call, says, "Do you want to fight this guy named Mickey Gall? Winner gets to fight CM Punk. What do you think?" And this guy said, yeah. And I think what happened so Mickey Gall fought both of them. I should be doing it through here. Okay, so yes, they fought together. They fought Mike Jackson and Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall won. Fought CM Punk later that year. and got and submitted CM Punk early. Okay. Then CM Punk fought Mike Jackson again. Sorry, fought Mike Jackson for the first time. Had his no contest.
Yes.
He
Mike
won
Jackson,
his next because
Mike
Jackson had a chuff. This was all about I wanted to see where Mike Jackson's career went.
After this,
after the CM Punk thing, he won a fight against Dean Barry. He won by DQ for eye gouging.
So Barry eye gouged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike
and that was
Jackson.
in the UFC. And then fought a guy named Pete Rodriguez, got knocked out in the first round in the UFC. So the UFC signed him for 4 fights, it seems, and got him to do all 4. And then he fought once more. He fought Pat Miletich, and he won. Holy shit.
Went out on
and
a high.
That was October 14, 2023. So Mike Jackson beat Pat Miletich. Do you know who Pat Miletich is?
No, he's almost still active.
What?
2023. I mean,
but this Pat Miletich guy was born in 1968. He's 56 years old.
Mate, he was born before we went to the moon. He's over 50 years old. Do you know how old he is?
Well, I just said how old he is. He's quite old. But he's actually a legend in the fight game, a legend in the UFC game.
He's just a legendarily old
And he
human.
lost to Mike Jackson, the guy who...
The chuffer.
Fought CM Punk. the teacher. The teacher. All right. So that's that.
It's all a big circle.
So the UFC happened on the weekend. The boxing happened on the weekend. Those things are both true.
Yeah. But I was a bit weird. I was thinking about boxing a little bit, actually, because after seeing the highlights of the Ngannou fight, the commentator, when he did his intro for Ngannou, was hilarious. The ring announcer. He goes, "He shocked the world. Now he wants to shock the universe."
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
What do you do after that? After you shock the universe,
he shocked the universe.
So let's say he won, shocked the universe. That's huge, right? No one's ever done that. What do you do for his next fight? What can he do now?
Title shot.
No. I'm talking about what's a step up from shocking the universe.
Oh, yeah.
How do you up that?
Yeah.
To the next, because he hasn't. He's done that.
You have to go
the world. He rocked the universe.
Multi-universe.
Well, then what do you do after that?
Yeah,
like,
you got
just
rock.
More of them.
He's going to rock
a couple more of them.
Yeah, he's going to do He's going to rock the multiverse.
He's going to quantumly entangle some shit. We'll go with that.
You're starting to get into the Lord Horatio Nelson sort of God type stuff now. You're going interdimensional.
Statues.
Yeah. You're getting carried up into the heavens by Poseidon.
Cricket.
At that point.
Yeah.
And you fight God in a bare knuckle boxing contest.
Yeah. Huge.
So he got knocked down by what seemed to be there was a straight right in the first round that leveled Ngannou. Anthony Joshua. That was pretty nice. And then there was a bit of hook action from Joshua that put Ngannou down again in the second round, and his eyes were a bit googly.
Oh,
he looked
but that's allowed in boxing.
That's what freaks me out because I could tell he wasn't okay.
Yeah,
so he looked
I don't like that as well. People say to me when I say that I don't really like boxing, I prefer MMA. It's for 2 reasons. Number one is I find boxing a little bit more boring than MMA in that there's more weapons to use in MMA and there's more ways to win a fight. So I find it more exciting in that respect. And number 2 is I'd rather see a guy get punched out and then a couple of little punches on the ground after he's knocked out. I'd rather see that than a guy googly-eyed get up and get another concussion.
Well, Joshua just stepped into it. So this is so he stood him up, gave him a standing 8 count or something, or not standing 8, just 8 seconds. Yeah, says he's good to go. He's standing there. You can tell he's not fully okay.
Are they trained to know what is that fine line between kind of okay and okay, and he's right on that line?
Is the judge trained or is
are they going,
fighter?
Was it an one?
I think everyone wants to see the big knockout. I think you stand and back up. I
Oh,
think the judge
yuck.
is almost like, no, I don't know. This is the way
refs,
boxing
you mean,
works.
the
It's the
refs.
ref. The ref, I
Yeah.
think, the ref, you're right, is, I think they want to give him a chance.
Yeah, give him a chance, but don't feed him to a wolf.
So the very next thing that happens is
That doesn't
Joshua
look good. Yeah.
just a
Cracked
huge right hand, cleanest hit you can get. The commentator said it's the biggest punch he's ever seen in a boxing match. That's what the commentator said. And his legs he just gets so rocked. He's completely out. He doesn't get up. It's not okay. I was like, that is a huge punch.
That doesn't look good for the ref either when he goes, are you okay? Are you ready to fight? Continue this. And he says, I'm having a lovely time at the book fair. When is the prize for best costume being announced? And then they say, yeah, he's good. And that's when, boom.
A thermonuclear bomb to the face.
It doesn't look good for the ref when you let them fight. And then the next play that happens, the very next thing,
it's the biggest punch of all time. That's basically what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the next thing that happens.
Wow.
So
in the universe.
Yeah. So he shocked the universe by how many brain cells he lost on that night.
Oh, boy. Hectic.
It was interesting, though. I mean, he probably gets paid, right? I mean, Dana didn't. That's why he left, right? He wasn't getting paid to get punched. Now he's getting paid to get punched.
Yeah.